All right, welcome to the stream. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hopefully, everything is going well. So, yeah, let's look at Asia, see what Asia has to offer. Where are we? At your start. So, right now, I'm just perusing the pairs to see which ones gave us a signal yesterday and which ones are just high of week reversal or low of week reversal candidates. So this is a failed breakout here. Monday, Wednesday breaks out, closes back inside of the range. So we are looking to sell if price comes back to the high of the day. But also we are at the low of the week. So we can also look for an opportunity to buy at the low of the week. And this is a failed breakout. Here's another failed breakout. So Monday sets the high, Tuesday expands it, Wednesday breaks out, closes back inside of the range. This is another failed breakout. So high of week is there, closing is inside. All right. Yeah. All right. So sometimes the market can be a bit slow. So what I like to do to keep myself busy or and to just refresh my memory on how my strategy works, what I should expect, and just to refresh on my own rules so that sometimes we are all human and we are susceptible to mistakes. So for me, I find reminding myself is more effective than just even see. Yeah. So what we are going to do is I'm just going to go through last month's trade and look at where we got our entries. Were they inside our timing window or we got some outside of our timing window? Stuff like that. And the number of trades that were winners, that were losers, how many trades, and so that because we're in the new month, you for me, I find it very, very refreshing to know that I know what to expect, even when things seem slow. In reality, it's just me wanting things to go faster. But the market is not slow or fast or anything. The market is neutral. So, yeah. Now, the first, let's look at now. We got a lot of setups last week, but some were false. So we'll look at all the setups, and then from there we will see how some were disqualified. So we'll start on the 5th of March. That is Euro AUD. All right. So on this day, it was on a Monday. So obviously, I am looking at a high of week setup, and looking at how it may have played out, it would have been here in the Asian session. So our Asia session begins at 20 to 23. So we cut up to here because now we have our pump, we have our pause, we have our breakout, and the next candle is bearish. So when we go to the 1 minute time frame, so this is the trend line. All right. Then we can look at the story. What is the story telling us? And if we are going to get a setup. So right now we are in a downtrend. So what I like to do is if the candle closes in a downtrend, the next candle I want it to either continue a little bit with the downtrend and then start giving us an uptrend. So let's put this line here to show us that we are interested in this part now. So price starts creating lower lows again, which is something I like. And then here we broke a little bit of structure, but it's not very convincing. I want to see a break of structure, a real uptrend going up, like in this case here. So we are creating an uptrend, right? Buyers are coming into the markets. And we have this break of structure here. All right. So this setup has been nullified because by the time we are coming to the end of our timing window, we've not yet had any setup. So that is zero. Yeah, a zero return. we did not take that trade. All right, moving on. The next step, the next one is Euro USD. And it's on the 5th again. Yes, 5th. Yes, and this was in the New York session. So this is the high of the week, and this was a high of week reversal setup. And so up to there we have our complete template. And now we can go to the 1 minute time frame to confirm. So we are in a downtrend. We want to see the downtrend continue, then an uptrend. So we broke structure a little bit. We're starting to create an uptrend. And this is when our time ends. So we broke structure, pull back, and we got an entry at the close of the timing window, which is valid because it's inside the timing window. So we have our entry there, we have our stop loss above that high, and we are targeting the low of the day. Then we go to the 15-minute time frame to observe the market. So we got out of this trade in the Asian session. So when I come to the screen at around 21:15, that's about 8:15. If I'm still in a trade, I like closing all my positions. So that was +3. So we lose. Right now we have +3 on the winner's side. Moving on to the next, that is GBP card on the 7th. GBP card. So it would be on a Wednesday. So we have the high of the week here. We have the low of the week down here. But also we have this failed breakout on Wednesday. So on Thursday, where did we get the setup? So Asia, not really. The next breakout. All right. It looks like we got no setup. So I don't understand why I said we had a setup. All right. So Asia, no setup, no breakout. London from 2 to 5, and again, no breakout. And then New York, 8 to 11, no relevant breakout. So nothing for us on GBP card. Next is AUD NZD. On 7th, again, yes. So it being on a Thursday, I believe this was a high of week setup because it seems we've been trending from Monday. So we have Monday, Tuesday failed breakout. So Tuesday failed breakout, we buy on Wednesday. On Thursday, on Wednesday breaks out, closes outside of the range, which means if we got the setup, it was a high of week reversal setup. So when did it occur? Not in the Asian session, not London, definitely. So we look at New York. All right, we have nothing. That's the 7th. All right, moving on. EURNSD. And it's on the 11th. All right. It's on a Monday. So we are looking at a high of week setup. And it occurred actually in the Asian session. So this was the high of the week, high of the day, high of the week on Monday. Let's remove them up to there. All right, so we have the pump pause breakout for an opportunity to go back to the low of the day. So if we confirm on the 1 minute time frame, we want to see a downtrend and then an uptrend. So far we are creating lower lows, and then price breaks out of the high of the day, which nullifies the setup. So we won't even continue looking at that. All right. Moving on to the next. The next one is Aussie dollar on the 11th. So it's on Monday. Wait, is it the 11th? Yes. So we have the high of the day there, high of the week, low of the week, low of the day there. And we have this breakout here. So it was a New York trade. All right. All right. So we go to the 1 minute time frame. And we want to see an uptrend first, and then a downtrend. So we are creating higher highs, and then time is up. So this would not be have been our trade. So we move on to the next pair, which is Euro USD on the 12th. So on the 12th, it's on a Tuesday. Also, if we look from the previous week, we have Thursday creating the high of the week, Friday closing as a failed breakout, which meant that Monday and Tuesday, we would be looking for sells. All right. As Monday and Tuesday were creating the high and the low of the week and the initial balance. So this setup, we got it in the Asian session. So up to there, we have high of the day there. We are selling, our bias is to sell. We have our pump. Yes, we have our pump pause breakout. So we go to the 1 minute time frame to confirm, and we are already in a downtrend. So what we want to see is an uptrend. Price starts creating a higher highs, breaks out, nullifies our setup, and we move on. The next one is oil. And this is on the 13th. So it would have been on a Wednesday. All right. So we have Monday setting the high and the low of the week. And then Tuesday is a failed breakout, meaning we were looking to sell on Wednesday. Excuse me. Meaning we got this setup in the Asian session. So this is the high of the day. We are selling. So up to there, we have our setup. Then we go to the 1 minute time frame to confirm. So we want to see the downtrend continue forming first. And so we have this downtrend going down, and continuing to go down. And then we want to see now an uptrend. An uptrend is just a series of higher highs going higher. And we broke structure here. And then we have that M pattern. Time is up. So nothing for us on oil for that day. Next one is Aussie dollar. Still on the 13th. So what do we have? So we have Monday setting the high. Tuesday is a failed breakout. Is it? So that is the high and that is the low. So it's a day zero scenario. So on Wednesday, if we get a setup at the high, we sell. If we get a setup on the low, we buy. And when do we get the setup? So we get the setup in the New York session. So we get the setup at the high of the day in the New York session. So what do? We confirm. So we are in a downtrend. We want to see an uptrend. And our time is up. So nothing for us on the Aussie dollar. So the next one is GU. And it's on the 15th. On a Friday. All right. So what's the story? So we have Monday setting the high, Tuesday breaking out, Wednesday, Thursday. So is this a failed breakout? Yes. So Thursday is a failed breakout at the low of the week. So we are looking to buy. So when did we get the setup? We got the setup in the Asian session up to there. And so let's go to the 1 minute time frame to confirm. Oh, I remember this trade. Yes. So price continues going higher and higher. And then it breaks out. So once it breaks out, we are out. So yeah, we are out. So we are not even looking at this one twice. Moving on to the next one. So UJ on that same day. So USD JPY on that day, what was the story? So from Monday, we've been trending up and up and up. So it was a high of week setup. All right. So when did we get the setup? We got the setup in the New York session. Really? This is not a breakout. So this was a breakout, continued breaking out. So not in the New York session. What about London? So Asia, nothing. London, nothing. And then New York, have nothing. So nothing on USD JPY. Next one is US30. Still on the 15th. So what's the story? All right, this is interesting. We have a failed breakout. All right, give me a couple of minutes. I'll be back. All right. So we have this failed breakout here. So this is not a failed breakout. Where's the low of the week? So that means we have nothing here. All right, moving on. Euro GBP. This was on the 18th. It was on a Monday, high of week setup. And I believe we got the setup in the London session. Nope. So the London session broke out and then broke out again, nullifying this setup. So how about the New York session? Nothing for us. So that is on the 18th. Excuse me. Wow, this is very interesting. So we have the high of the day here, and the only place we have the breakout is 23.45, which is outside of our timing window. And then in the London session, price again breaks out, but outside of our timing window. And then in the New York session, we are inside of the range. So we have nothing. Interesting. The next one is Aussie dollar on the 18th. So AUD USD on the 18th. Again. And so we have the high of the week here. All right, I don't want to tamper with that. Let's use this one. So this is the high of the day. Then Asia breaks out, but breaks out again, so nullifying our thesis. And then London, oh yeah, London breaks out and gives us a setup here. So we just need to confirm. So we have the 1, 2, 3 breakout move. The next candle is bearish. Go to the 1 minute time frame. So if we look at how the candle closed, yeah, we want to see this uptrend being very strong. So price continues creating lower lows, all right? And then we have this uptrend going up, breaks out of the high of the day, nullifying our setup. Moving on. So US30 on the 18th again. So it's on a Monday, We get the setup. This is the high of the day. So Asia, nothing for us. London, nothing for us. But the New York, very interesting. So New York breaks out. So this is where we have our template finishing forming. So we go to the 1 minute time frame to confirm everything is going well. We're in a downtrend. We want to see the downtrend going up, and then we want to see some kind of pump back up. All right. So actually, this would have been an entry for us. So we have M pattern here. Break of structure is there. Retest 1021 engulfment. This is our entry. Our target is that high, targeting the low. And obviously this was a loser. So on our losing side, so far we have one winner, one loser. Moving on. So the next one is Euro GBP. All right, guys, if you're watching right now, hit that like button because you're the coolest guys in the world. Yeah. Anyway, so GBP, Euro GBP on the 19th. So far, throughout the month of March, we've had many setups, many of them nullified, and we've only taken so far 2 trades. All right. So on the 19th, it's on a Tuesday. So we look at Euro GBP. What was the story? All right. So Monday sets the high and the low of the week. So Tuesday is inside. So I don't see why I would be taking this trade inside. We have no setup. Yes. Oh, Monday closed as a failed breakout. Yes. So if Monday closes as a failed breakout at the high of the previous week, then that still counts. So we were looking to sell. And obviously we got the setup in the Asian session. So this is our high of the day. So we have the pump, we have the pause, we have the breakout. We go to the 1 minute time frame. And now we are in a downtrend. So we have to wait until we see a clear uptrend. All right. So we have this uptrend here, M pattern here with the break of structure. So the break of structure is here. And then this is the retest, this is the engulfment, this is the entry. Stops at the high. And we are targeting the low of the day. And apparently this was a loser. So trade number 3 is a loser, 1R. Next one is US Tech 100. And this one was on the 19th also. All right, so I'll answer your questions in a bit. We are about to finish this back test, just a few more trades, then I'll start answering questions. All right, so on this day, it was on a Tuesday, and it was a low of week setup. So this being the low of the week, we have the breakout. Excuse me. So we have the breakout, we have the 1, 2, 3 move down, breakout. Next candle is bullish. We go to the 1 minute time frame to confirm, and we are in an uptrend, so we have to wait for price to start creating lower lows. And price is creating lower lows, and then we have this W pattern here with the break of structure, retest, and then the engulfment. So we are going long, stops below this level, targeting the high of the day. And so again, trade number 4, we have +3. Yes, +3. Moving on. The next trade is GBP card. And it was on the 20th. So it was on a Tuesday. Now, what was the story on Monday? So if we look at the high of the week on Monday, so nothing really. So that is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday. So Monday here sets the high and the low of the week. Tuesday is a failed breakout. So price breaks out, closes back inside of the range. So we are looking to sell. And when did we get the setup? So where did we get the breakout? So nothing for us in the Asia, London, nothing. New York, nothing. So no setup for us on the GBP card. Excuse me. Next one is Euro franc. Again on the 20th. Yes, still there. So what's the story? So we have Monday setting the high and the low of the week. Tuesday is a failed breakout. So Monday is the high of the week. Tuesday breaks out, closes back inside of the high and the low, which tells us to sell on Wednesday. So on Wednesday in the Asian session, so I see we have the pump post breakout. Then we go to the 1 minute time frame to confirm everything is going accordingly. So we are in a downtrend. We want to see this trend either continuing down or have an uptrend. So now we have this uptrend. So we've broken structure to the upside. We have the same pattern with the break of structure here. We have the pullback and the engulfment. So this is my entry, my stops above that level. And we are targeting the low of the day. Now, obviously, we've seen it's a loser, but it was a valid trade. It followed every single step of the way. So our target is there. So, yes, let's add that to our list. So trade number 5 is a loser. So we have, so far we have 3 losers, 2 winners. All right, moving on. The next trade is NSD USD. And it was on 21st. All right. So what's the story? We have the high of the week here. So it's a high of week setup. Excuse me. Then that is our situation. So we have pump, pause, breakout. Next candle is bearish. So we need to confirm. All right. So what we see here is that we were in this downtrend. Then now we are in an uptrend. So we need to see a break of structure of this uptrend, retest, and then engulfment candle. So what happens? We have the break of structure, pullback, engulfment. So our entry is there, stops at that level, and we are targeting the low of the day. And this was one of the biggest winners of the month of March. So we closed with about +10. So trade number 6 is a +10. And then the next trade is Aussie dollar. That was on the 26th. So on the 26th was a Tuesday, so it was a high of week setup. This being the high of the week. And we have this breakout. No, not Aussie dollar, but I wrote the wrong. Let me confirm. I think it's Aussie card. Yes, Aussie card. On the 26th. Yes. And as you can see, where is the high of the week? This is the high of the week here. So we have this pump pause breakout. The next candle is bearish. All right. So we move on to the 1 minute time frame to confirm. This is the high of the day. We're in a downtrend. We want to see an uptrend. And then price starts creating higher highs when? This is when price starts breaking structure. All this time we've been creating lower lows. And we break structure here. And then this is the engulfment candle. Our stops will be at this high. And we are targeting the low of the day. And it was a pretty good trade. So that is, again, plus 1.5. So trade number 7 is up plus 1.5. Then the last trade of the month was on Euro Swiss franc. And it was on the 26th. All right. So we have Monday setting the high. Tuesday continues rising. So if we were to get any setup, it was a high of week reversal. So what happens? I don't see any setup. Was I mad? Am I a crazy person or what? This is the high of the week. This is Monday. This is Tuesday. What the fuck is happening? So I believe I might have taken an irrelevant trade. So basically, and the 1 minute time frame analysis, I actually introduced it at nearing the end of the month. So in between there, around either 20th or around there, mid-March. So I was using a different approach, but once I introduced that 1 minute time frame analysis, it changed everything, because my goal was to reduce the number of trades as much as possible. So now I am, based off of now this new strategy, this new addition, if I took all the trades of the last month using this one strategy, then I would have only taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades. And from these 7 trades, I have 4 winners and 3 losers. And the winners, and we've done this together, so it's not like I'm making this up. So if I look at the winners, I have 4R. So I mean, losers are 4. So each loser has the same dollar amount. So let's call it 4R. Then for the winners, I have 10, 16, 17. So for the winners, I have 17R. So net R is equals to in R. So translate that to your dollar amount. So if 1R to you is $500, then last month, if you used this strategy without fail, so giving it your all 100% every single day, you would have netted around 13R. So light within you, hello, welcome. I still hope you're watching. Hi, I love your videos. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. What would you say is your win rate with this strategy, and how long have you been profitable? I've been profitable for over 1 year right now. So last year, the whole of last year, I was making money through Forex trading. And even though I was making money, I still felt like this strategy has not yet reached its maximum potential. So I was making money, but I knew that, and it's just a feeling I had. It's just a feeling I had. So I knew that the less trades I take, the less money I'm going to make, and the less stressed I will be, and the more freedom I'll have, because I was taking about 80 trades per month, and I've cut it now to 8. So that's a big achievement for me. Yeah, a multiple of how many? About 6. So yeah, anyway, uh, the strategy, as we've seen, has about a 50% win rate, and the winners are massive. So that's why I like this strategy, because I'm never worried about the losers. I know one trade has the potential of uh, overtaking all the losers that I may have had so far. Actually, so far this month, we've taken 2 trades, and they are 2 losers. So I'm still it's still very early. It's day 4. We have 16 more days to look at the charts. So I know, based off of what I know and the experience that I have, that everything will be fine. So yeah, anyway, I like doing that, because the biggest challenge with this strategy is that with time, it's the time. So anyway, let's look at some of the setups that we may have. So we have nothing here. We have nothing there. Something might be forming here. We have nothing there. Something might be forming here. I don't know, we'll see. So where we saw, so something might be forming there, and it was euro. and EJ. Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, the biggest challenge with this strategy is that you have so much free time and you take so much less trades that you might begin to doubt yourself. Like, if you don't constantly remind yourself that, hey, these are the stats and this is what you signed up for, less trades, more quality setups means sitting on your hands most of the times and nullifying a lot of trades, looking for reasons why not to take the trade. And yeah, so basically that has been it in the month of April. But so far, so good. So far, so good. Yes, so I use failed breakouts as my signals, but also if I see on the trading day, I have a specific pattern that I look for. So if I see that pattern at the high of the week or the low of the week, it's also a valid setup. So usually it's the signal, and then my levels of trading is the high of the day if I have a signal, and the high of the week if that signal occurs at that level. So up until mid of this month, I was using the 15-minute time frame to look for my entries. But the the limitation with that is that I had no control of I had no knowledge of where the market was headed on the lower time frame. So I was still ignorant about some things, and I had way more trades, but I also had way more losers. And as you've seen from, I don't know if you saw the whole backtesting session, but a lot of the traders, a lot of the trades are nullified by the 1 minute time frame, either through uh, it's too late or the price has not yet aligned with the 15-minute time frame. So that is one. Those are two very important things that I was not looking at when I was using the 15-minute time frame as an entry. And now the 1 minute time frame has given me a human element, because on the 1 minute time frame I can see when the buyers are coming into the market, and I can sell to the buyers if I'm selling, or I can see the sellers come into the market and buy from them at a cheaper price, rather than just getting into a trade and hoping that it will go in your direction without any other confluence or anything. So when I'm looking at this pair, it needs at least 30 minutes to set up. So 15 minutes for this candle to close bearish, and also another 10 to 15 minutes of confirming that either we have the buyers in place to sell to, or it just nullifies the setup. And this being the last 15-minute candle, right now I am not willing to trade outside of my timing window for the sake of consistency and having something that is structured, so that when I go back and backtest it, I can see what are some of the new variables that come into play and affect my trades. So that means I won't be trading, I won't be waiting for this candle to close. I will end the stream here. So I really appreciate you guys for joining me. And yeah, I'll be doing this every single day, every single session. Look at the charts, see what's up, answer some questions, and yeah, know what you guys are thinking. So I really appreciate you guys for being with me here, and I will see you guys in the London session. Have a beautiful day, night, morning, whatever the time is, wherever you are. So yeah, bye bye, see you later.